What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Scenes Podcast, Episode 2. Today, as you can see, we're repping the Italy merch to the 2-1 dub against Austria today in the round of 16. We're proud of our boys. We're gonna, I'm not the happiest with our performance today, but nonetheless, we got the job done. So,
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna get a little more into that in a bit.
Yep.
First we're gonna talk about the Hawks getting railed by the Bucks, destroyed.
Yeah.
They were losing by 40 at one point, 40 in the at the end of the third quarter. It was somewhere around there. Ridiculous. Bucks in 5.
Okay, and then we're gonna get a little after that. What would happen after that?
The Islanders.
The Islanders,
Lost Game 7. Who gives a shit?
Don't care.
Your mother's ass.
Don't care. Still don't care.
They lost to Tampa Bay.
So,
who plays hockey in Tampa Bay?
It's like 100 degrees over there, bro.
They
Go
lost.
outside.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got the Euro.
Wales.
We had 2 Euro games today. We had Wales played Denmark today. That was pretty lopsided affair.
It wasn't fun to watch.
No, it wasn't any good. What, 4-0 was it?
4-0. Yep.
Red card for Wales when they were down 3-0.
It wasn't a good. It was a soft
Yeah.
red card. Definitely was
Yeah.
a soft red card. Not deserved, but happens. It happens.
Yeah, Gareth Bale wasn't very happy after the game.
Oh yeah.
Reporter asked him a question. He goes, Gareth, is this your last game in a Wales uniform? And Gareth was not having it.
No, yeah.
Walked off the fucking podium and he said,
Peace.
peace, I'm out.
So fuck that.
Yeah, so that's an interesting thing to keep an eye on because, we'll have to see if Gareth comes back next year for the World Cup, even if they qualify.
I'm not sure how they're doing with that, but
He's 31 right now, so he's still got some solid years left.
I mean, he's potentially got another Euros in him.
Yeah,
because it's going to be 3 years now, so it'll be 34.
34. I can see him still playing in 3 years.
I think so too, because they're not a strong country. I think that they'll take them as long as they can.
Yeah.
Otherwise, though, that game was just tough to watch. I thought more highly of Wales. Aaron Ramsey and Gareth Bale weren't doing the things that I saw earlier on that they did in the group stage. They looked dead out there. They didn't have much passion, and Denmark was out there playing.
No passion.
Denmark went out there playing with heart.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised. They're a team like that.
Yeah, in our last episode, by the way, tune in, link in bio to our last episode. We did our Euro 2020 predictions of the knockout stage. He had Wales beating Denmark. Don't know why. Shit team. Respect to Wales though, because Wales, I didn't expect them to get out of the group.
A lot of people didn't.
Like we talked about, they had one of the weakest squads in the whole tournament. To be able to get out of a group with Italy and Switzerland, who aren't that strong, but to still get out, respect to them. I never expected them to win any games in the knockout stage. So
completely
to me,
agree.
Yeah,
their respect is earned. I think.
Yeah, I mean, is what it is.
They surprised a lot of people.
But,
regardless, they win this game.
Yeah.
If they won this game, that road ends there. It's
yeah, no doubt.
I mean, I think them making it out of the group is a success for them because the countries love that. They knew they couldn't win. They know they don't have a shot to win. But for them to get out of the group. Sucks that they had to go out like that 4-0. That's brutal.
It goes to show, though, in the group stage, Denmark lost the first 2 games, and they won the third one, and they only sneaked to the knockout rounds because of goal differential.
No, yeah, it's
because
crazy.
they won the last game 4-1.
It's crazy.
But it just shows that in a knockout tournament, it only takes a
90
bad day or a good
minutes.
day. It's 1 day. It's if you could get the job done on that day, and it only takes one fuck up, one bad call. One error in defense. Yeah, it's like so. This just goes to show anything can happen. Like you can't count out any team in the knockout stage.
For sure.
Yeah.
So enough of that. Let's move on to the Italy game. Let's go.
Come on.
He's got a lot to say.
What else can I say?
Take the floor.
So listen.
I'll chime in if I need.
I got a lot to say about this Italy team. I've been saying for a long time. I feel like Italy is amongst the strongest teams in the tournament. I picked them to win the whole thing, and today. Even though we won, I was very, very unhappy with the performance.
It's not a satisfying win.
First half, so I'm gonna run through the game. So first half, we were on the front foot. We had all the energy.
Yeah.
The ball was constantly in the opposing team's
Yeah.
side of the field, and we're pinging the ball about. We're playing great footy. Every time we lost the ball, we retained the ball within 10 seconds. It was great to watch. Second half, I just don't know what happened.
They lost the aggression. It seemed like I don't know. They need to capitalize on scoring chances. If they want to win, that's what they need. Like their defense is there. They have a really solid back line. I mean, they conceded once. It was the first time conceding in over 1,100 minutes, which is absurd. Without
Unreal.
Chiellini playing Chiellini. So, I mean, it happens. You concede goals, and it was through they scored.
It was an extra time though.
112th minute, 115th or something.
No. So back to what I was saying about in the second half, we took our foot off the pedal, and Austria looked a better team. They should have beat us. Arnautovic's goal, he was offside by a hair.
Yeah.
They honestly, we deserve to lose that game in the second half.
Yeah.
Unbiased opinion, we should have lost today because that was a major reality check. We were on our high horse coming out of the group stage with 9 points, and we came into an Austria game thinking that we had nothing else to prove.
Yeah.
And like we just talked about, in a knockout stage, you need to play your best every single outing.
You got one game.
A team who like it doesn't matter who's on your team at that point because it's 90 minutes, and if you can't get the job done, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, I completely agree. It was just
what should happen today. They should have lost.
Yeah. I mean that's soccer for you though. That really is like stuff like that happens. You got to capitalize. It did. Immobile needs to go.
No, Immobile. You know, I gotta rant a little bit now about some of the selections now. You know, Immobile scored 2 goals in the group stage. We thought maybe he was turning a corner, but it's still for me. He wasn't scoring enough. He wasn't taking his chances. You know, he's our guy up top. We need him to capitalize. And today he was horrible. He had the one wonder strike though in the first half.
Oh yeah, that would have been unreal. Goal of the tournament.
That could have been,
or for Patrick Schick's goal. I'd say if that went in.
That could have been goal of the tournament.
That was rifling towards the top left corner.
The dip and swerve. I didn't think I had a chance, and then the last minute hit the post.
The ball was moving like crazy.
I was amazed, but. So Immobile just had a bad game. Every time he got the ball, I felt like I didn't feel confident. I felt like every time he touches the ball, he's gonna lose it, or like he makes the good runs, but he doesn't have that burst of pace that we need up there. That's gonna get the he just doesn't have what it is. I don't know what it's like that it factor. He doesn't have it right now.
He should have had at least one goal today. I think from the first half, that's the problem with Italy. If Italy wants to win this tournament. They're not going to get this many chances against better teams. They have to score these goals, and that's their biggest weakness right now.
Yeah, another thing I want to mention: Spinazzola's been our best player on the field.
Unreal.
My dad said it. He said if they're going to score, it's going to come from Spinazzola. And Spinazzola whipped across into Chiesa on the far post. Chiesa,
beautiful touch.
Beautiful first touch, and rifled it into the bottom left. Beautiful goal. But back to what I was saying in the second half. Mancini needs to make the substitutions early. He needs to realize that the game is getting away from us, and he needs to make the subs early. Pessina and Locatelli, Belotti, and Chiesa were the 4 guys he brought on today, and they changed the game for us.
And I think, and it's not conventional. Like it's not because usually you have 3 subs, but now in this tournament you have 5 subs. So I understand why sometimes managers wouldn't want to bring on guys at halftime because they want to conserve like all their energy and stuff.
Yeah.
But definitely you could be more lenient now with the 5 subs.
It needs to be a little bit more aggressive, I think, with the personnel changes. Because, for example, also one thing I need to talk about: Verratti should not be starting in this team. Verratti is too passive the way he plays. He's so fucking good on the ball, but he takes 7, 8 touches almost every time he gets it. He slows the play down. Locatelli's got a better range of passing, and he's got an eye for goal. And I think Locatelli he was our MVP. Him or Spinazzola were our MVPs in the first 2 games.
Yeah.
Verratti was injured, and Verratti came in to the starting lineup today, not playing with this group of guys in the recent weeks. It should have been Locatelli. I don't like that change by Mancini.
Yeah, I don't either, but I mean, it was looking back at it now, but it wasn't really a good game to test. But before the game, they kind of thought, this might be an easy game. Let's go try him out in that lineup. I know. And then
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the selection.
I think Locatelli's definitely he's better offensively too. Like we saw him, he put 2 goals away in a game against Switzerland. Like that's big.
The thing with Verratti, he's a fan favorite. Everyone loves him because he's probably our most talented player.
One of them, surely.
Yeah, I feel like he plays at the highest level out of anyone on the team. Yeah. But the thing is with Verratti, he doesn't have anything else. Like he's got a little bite to him defensively. Like he's hard on the tackle. He's good with the ball at his feet, but he slows the play down and he takes too many touches and he doesn't want to shoot the ball. Like he doesn't want to get forward. Yeah. He doesn't make the late runs into the box like Locatelli did against Switzerland to get his first goal.
Yeah. I think you see this happen a lot too, actually, because we look at Bruno. Bruno's not the most talented player in Portugal. Probably the second most talented behind Ronaldo. and he doesn't play good for them. No, the best players don't always play good in international. The fan favorites don't. Like, sorry, Bruno was not a good fit for them. João Moutinho's much better in that group, in the lineup. I mean,
I agree completely.
yeah,
And with Italy, like, I think that this was a massive reality check. I think that
huge for them.
I said it before in our latest episode. I said Italy have not been tested, and this was the hardest test they've had, and it's Austria. I just don't. I'm not confident going into the next round playing against Belgium or Portugal, but we'll see. They could prove me wrong, but the way they reacted though in overtime was great.
Yeah.
They came out with a fire, and when Chiesa came in, I was very happy because Chiesa's a guy who wants to run. Chiesa he hustles and he plays for the badge. And that's a player we need.
No, that's a classic Italian player, I think.
Yeah,
those are how the Italian players are breeding.
He was so good today. He was man of the match, deserved.
Yeah.
And I think that honestly, if I'm Mancini, I don't know if I change anything, but if there is something I would change, maybe you play Chiesa over Immobile. I know they play different positions, and it's a tough call to make. But Chiesa, for me, he makes more things happen. You know, he's more dynamic up front. Immobile's a little one-dimensional. He's a little sluggish, and he hasn't impressed me this tournament. If it's me, you play Chiesa as a number 9, but it's very fluid. That attack is very fluid. Insigne cuts inside.
Yeah.
They make runs in behind. Like, I don't think we need a target man in this team. I think the way that we play, I feel like we can get away with not having – because he's not even fucking clinical. That's his whole job in this team is to have a clinical striker, and he's not clinical at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets sent to the bench. I think it's better off for the team because they have a tough match coming up no matter what it is. They have Belgium or Portugal, 2 teams that, like, they're legit teams. Like, they're not going to get this many chances. They're going to need to be scoring those 2 in whoever they play. They're going to need to score in that game. Yeah. So they have a real big decision.
I think we also lacked a little bit of leadership. I think we lacked a little bit of leadership today. I think Chiellini being out, I think it's a big loss. I think we need him in the next game against a bigger opposition. And
Hopefully
I think having Chiesa come off the bench though, he's a spark. That's
the
thing.
It is because
I don't mind him coming off the bench, but I'm not comfortable with Immobile playing for 80 minutes.
Yeah.
Because Mancini doesn't seem comfortable with the substitutions early on. I feel like he waits too long. He waited till like the 80th minute today to make subs.
Yeah,
and it worked
in a 0-0 game too. It's like, sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good. I'm rambling a little bit.
No, it's all right. Keep going.
Yeah, no. I feel like Immobile I feel like Mancini it worked out though today, waiting to make subs because our guys were fresh going into extra time.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's a gamble.
But like you have to think about it though. You guys only use 4 subs though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you still have an extra sub. Like it's still a thing. So I think you gotta be less cautious with the subs. I mean, I'm not saying use all of them like in the first 5 minutes of the second half. No, but teams
at least maybe bring him in.
One guy. Yeah.
Chiesa should have been in the game much earlier.
Probably the 60th minute. I wouldn't bring him on at half.
Locatelli as well. I think
Locatelli could go in at halftime.
I think Locatelli should be starting.
I agree.
That's a whole different. Well, I already mentioned that. Like I think he is right now our best midfielder. He's our best midfielder right now.
He's the most informed.
And we're gonna bench him after 2 solid games. I think that is. And I don't like it. I don't see where it comes from.
And Verratti hasn't been playing amazing, but you start him, Verratti hits the bench. That means you have a player like Verratti coming off the bench still.
Yeah, I think
it's
that's
still a good thing. It's just tough. It's tough to send a guy like Verratti to the bench. It really is.
I mean, dude, I don't give a fuck about anyone's egos during the tournament. Right now, I'm worried about Italy. I'm worried about Italy playing their best footy, and when they have Locatelli in the game, they play their best footy. I have no emotional attachment to any other fucking guy other than the badge.
You gotta win. You gotta do what
you gotta do. What you gotta do to win. I don't care. Verratti's one of my favorite players. He's been one of my favorite players for a long time. But right now, what's best for the team is Locatelli.
All right. Yeah, I agree. And it's tough.
That's it.
It's tough. I could see a lot of people disagreeing with that too, because like you gotta understand like. If it's a fan favorite, it's a fan favorite for a reason.
I don't care. I don't care. I'm serious. I don't give a fuck.
You don't give a rat's ass.
I don't give a rat's ass about anyone's fan favorite. I care about winning. I think that's what Mancini cares about too. I think he might have thought with the way Austria plays, they sit back a little bit more. Maybe Verratti was a better choice. You know, I'm not calling him an idiot.
No, yeah.
Mancini has revolutionized our team, but today was a bad call today.
Okay, I mean it happens. No manager's perfect.
Yeah.
So do you think he'll make the switch or no?
I think he needs to.
Well, we both want him to, but do you think?
Do I think he does?
Do you think you will?
I don't think he takes. I think Immobile will still start.
Okay.
I think because he's gonna stick with it. I think maybe he makes subs earlier, but I think everyone's calling for Locatelli to start. Everybody, even dude. Honestly, I wouldn't even, like. The thing is though, Locatelli can also play deeper in the midfield as like a regista role, like the deep lying playmaker.
Okay.
So he could play as he could take over Jorginho's spot, but Jorginho's been playing well.
Yeah, I don't see you taking out Jorginho.
I don't see him doing that either. He's not going. I think he does. I think Locatelli starts the next game. I think Immobile does as well, though.
Okay.
I think maybe around 65th minute, Belotti comes in, though. I think Belotti earned some minutes today.
Yeah, he definitely did. He played hard out there. And, I mean, when you have a striker that's not putting away goals, that's like...
Oh, man.
You're on the chopping block.
Today,
You're on the chopping block.
My dad were like, this fucking guy. He literally, every time he gets the ball, it like bounces off his foot.
Fucking
like,
gabagool.
This fucking guy. I'm not even going to say it. But,
yeah.
But seriously, I think that's my 2 cents. I think Italy have to wake up. I think they woke up in extra time. I think second half, the game we easily could have lost. And they could have, just because of a few... It was like 20. It was a 20-minute span of just
like
a lack of concentration,
and the balls were just being held down there.
Yeah. Arnautovic had a good game. Sabitzer was dangerous.
Arnautovic is always good. I think he went to China.
He's crazy though. Like he's got a hot head. Did you see? He almost got a second yellow today.
Oh yeah, it was quite early in the game.
Yeah,
too.
And he almost what was it? He got a red card in the group stage. Like he's kind of a hot head.
Yeah,
he's a dangerous player to play because like you're scared you're gonna go down to 10 men every time you play him.
Yeah, I mean.
He's got a high.
He's a baller though. He's a baller.
Cannon, but he's good. He's good.
He's good. So we're moving on from this. We got a little prediction tonight for Game 4.
Well,
Suns.
Before we move on to basketball, what do you think about tomorrow?
Oh yeah, good call. So we got Belgium Portugal at 3, correct?
And then what is the other one?
Yeah, go check. So I think Belgium Portugal. I'm sticking with my guys.
Netherlands Czech.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, this could go badly for me because both the teams that I'm saying are in the finals are playing tomorrow, and if they both lose, it'll be embarrassing. Embarrassing. But yeah, I think Netherlands Czech. I think Netherlands should come out.
Yeah.
Have an easy win if they keep playing the way they played. Czech's been a good team, but hopefully they hold it out.
I think Netherlands are in a similar position to Italy. I think they haven't been tested yet, but everyone is very high on them because of how they performed in the group stage. But I think that you can't take the gas off the pedal with these teams. You can't take any team for granted in the knockout stage.
These are the most dangerous teams. These are the teams everyone's writing off.
Bro,
they're playing against their favorite.
You could sit back for 85 minutes and defend, and you could not concede a goal, and you can win. You could get a goal off a counter, or you can even wait it out. You can win in penalties.
Yeah.
You got to capitalize. That's why strikers. That's why at the end of the day, the best players in the world are always the people who score goals because. If you can score goals,
you're the hero.
You're the hero. You win teams' games, and you get all the credit. But at the end of the day, like they deserve that credit because look at Italy today. They couldn't break the deadlock until what was it? Extra time, 100 minutes in.
I think like 104 or something. That's when they scored. 104, 105.
If we don't Immobile he's great for Lazio, but when he comes to Italy, he doesn't score. And we crucify him now, but we love him for Lazio because he performs. But when you don't perform.
That's how it is.
You gotta, you get the stick.
But I think how you mentioned how Italy had like a wake up call, but I think in the first game of the tournament, Netherlands played Ukraine. Netherlands were up 2-0 the entire game. Bang! Ukraine scored 2 goals in 5 minutes, I believe, 70 and 75th, and then they came back and won that game. So I think they had more of a wake up call already. So I think they're more tested. I'm not saying they played a good team in Ukraine. I think Ukraine's pretty good, but not a great team in Ukraine. But they kind of had that like wake up call, like we cannot blow this game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm taking Netherlands.
Yeah, I'll take them too. I took them in my prediction already, so we already know who we took. So, but I think Netherlands should win this game
for sure.
So the other game, Belgium Portugal. That like we said, that could be the game of the tournament in the first round.
Yeah,
2 juggernauts in world football are gonna go at it, and then one team's gonna get knocked out. So that's gonna be a big game. That's why these knockout games are. Today. You know what I said today when I was with my dad? We were watching the game. And I go. At the end of the game when we won. I was like. I was fucking pissed the whole time. Like we played like shit today. But this is what it's all about.
No, yeah.
It's for the build up and the anxiety and the oh my god, are we gonna score? Or like
this is the
especially in the upsets
part of the game.
Oh, that's why we love it. That's why we love
the game for that reason. I don't know. I think Portugal. I'm excited for the game. I'm really fucking excited tomorrow. I'm taking Portugal, but it could go either ways. I think both of them are really good teams.
It's gonna be
both
a
of them
great
could
game.
win the tournament. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you're rocking with Belgium, right?
I'm rocking with Belgium. You know, like I said, it can go either way.
Yeah.
But for me, no matter what, either team loses the next round because my team Italia plays them. Come on.
As a football fan, you should be excited to watch this game.
It's gonna be a great game for the neutral fan.
Yeah, definitely.
But we'll see what happens, and watch out for tomorrow night. Another episode of us reacting to the games.
Possibly.
Most likely.
Possibly. Hopefully the games are good.
Yeah,
There's something to react to.
Yeah, if it's worth it, we'll do it. But
All right, so you want to move to Game 4 of the Suns?
Yeah.
All right, so we got Suns Clippers tonight, Game 4. Suns blew it last game, but Cameron Payne went down Game 3. Devin Booker, who had the mask on, he wasn't really good playing that well with the mask. Chris Paul didn't play amazing either. They didn't shoot well. Do you think they bounce back tonight? It's tough.
I feel like, Pandemic P now is like, is now playoff P. Is that?
I don't know.
What do you think?
I don't know. Hit or miss with him. He could be hitting the side of the backboard on a three, or he could be dropping 40.
I haven't been paying too much attention to it. I've been mostly focusing my time on the Euros.
Yeah,
it's my sport. But I would like to see the Clippers do well. I like Paul George. I think that he proved a lot of people wrong this year.
I like Paul George too.
Yeah, but it seems like Kawhi Leonard's not coming back anytime soon.
Yeah,
his camp won't come out and say about what his injury is.
Yeah, I think they want to give him hope still.
I feel like they don't want to say anything because he's going to be on a contract year next year.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he goes out and let's say it is an ACL sprain like they're saying, and if I'm his camp, do I really want him going out there and then potentially tearing it, and then you're on a contract year and then you miss that year? I know he'll still get a deal no matter what. He's like one of the best players in the league, but it's just something they're probably thinking about.
But I know what you're saying, but I think Kawhi's a winner. I think Kawhi will go out there and play. If he could play, he will play.
You think so? Even with his injury history, the way that he's dealt with past injuries.
Well, yeah. See, he's usually when he gets hurt bad.
So for me, it's a sign that it might be something more serious.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
I'm gonna take the Suns tonight. I think they're gonna close it out. I think Devin Booker and Chris Paul both having an off game.
What is it? Game 4?
Game 4. Yeah. It's 2-1 Suns. I think they're gonna go up 3-1. There's no way both of them play bad. It was it was close first half, and then second half started getting a little out of hand. But they losing Cameron Payne hurt them last game too, because he's been really good for them.
Yeah, that was a nasty sprained ankle. I saw that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what his stat. I think he was questionable this morning. I'm not sure if he's playing yet or not. But
I'm gonna go with Clips.
I think I'm gonna say Suns.
All right, I'm gonna go Clips. I'm gonna go against you. I'm gonna go with the Clips. I think that playoff P maybe drops to 35 piece. Reggie Jackson comes in, maybe scores 20, 25.
He's been a baller.
He's been a spark they needed. Yeah,
he's a good. Yeah, and then so for our listeners that finished the entire podcast last time at the end,
we appreciate you, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to that. That's awesome for you guys. So awesome. we mentioned the little boxing match, a friendly boxing match between John and Ethan, and the winner was John. Can we say we're surprised?
I picked John to win. I feel like John's got a little bit more athleticism to him. He's got a little more. Pep to his step.
Yeah, we don't.
I feel like John. I feel like shout out to John. Good shit, John.
Respect to both.
Respect.
They got in there and they really threw some punches at each other. And I didn't think Ethan would fight, so big props to him. Big props to both of them. Not. I think for both of them to step in there, they're like, it's like a ballsy thing. And there was no hatred. It was a friendly.
It was an exhibition.
Yeah, come on. But we could chalk it up on the records. John's 1-0, Ethan's 0-1. That's what it is.
We're gonna wrap it up.
Yep, we're wrapping it up.
So
you got it, bro.
I got a couple things to say. So if anyone has any ideas that they might want us to talk about, put it in the comment section.
Mm-hmm.
You check out our Instagram at @thescenes_TV.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. If you enjoy the content.
Damn, man.
I feel like how can you not?
We appreciate all the listeners, all the watchers, bro.
So
everyone that's following us on Instagram. Thank you guys so much, all of you.
Yeah. Any ideas about any previews, sports, anything anyone feels like they want to hear, put it in the comment section, DM us, anything, and we'll try to get to it.
We're gonna start having some guests come. We're getting another mic soon with the soundboard, so we're upgrading a little bit.
Soundboard is coming in. That's gonna be interesting.
Gonna be fun. It's gonna be a little fun little tool we get to mess around with, and then we're getting another mic too. So there will be guests coming soon. Trust us.
All right, guys. So
You got it.
I can handle it. All right, guys. Well, this wraps up our second episode of the Scenes podcast. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.
Love you guys. Thank you.